Hello everyone. So Ukraine has got some measure of revenge for Sumy. This video here shows the aftermath of a drone strike on the deployment point and field headquarters of the 448th Missile Brigade of Russia's. Those who were responsible for hitting civilians in Sumy with an Iskander missile a few days ago. Multiple buildings are burning, so this was hit hard. Russian Telegram pages put out a statement. It was obvious that after the attack on Sumy there would be something in response. It's hard to call it a blow of retribution. After all, the crests are not strong, but they are capable of doing some very nasty things. Side note here. Imagine calling the country that's made your 3-day war, now lasts for 3 years, not that strong. Ridiculous. Here our insanity begins. Ukraine almost announced that they had the 448th Missile Brigade in their sights, which they had designated as the ones responsible for the shelling of Sumy. Its temporary deployment point in the area of the village of Klyuvka in Kursk was an open secret. Well, increased vigilance, disperse the personnel? We did nothing of that sort. Russian Ministry of Defense reports that 109 UAVs were downed over Kursk. However, more than 150 flew to Klyovka, so 31 drones flew to where they were aimed. I won't say the 448th Brigade ceased to exist. It was large, and only part of it was in Kursk, but it's never had such losses that they could have completely avoided. So by the sounds of it didn't hit the HQ of the 448 as such, but one of their Kursk deployment points. Here's the base in question. Now, interestingly, Ukraine knew about this and hit it before, not too long ago. Cyberboroshono showing this satellite imagery showing 4 drone impacts in buildings there. 2 of them pretty sizable impacts, one smaller and more circular. I wonder if that circular one may actually have been a missile of some kind, which smashed through the structure and detonated inside. It looks very missile shaped. No mention as to the purpose of these buildings, whether storage for the launchers, barracks, ammunition, or repair and maintenance facilities. Given the buildings are still standing, I think I'll rule out ammunition being stored in these. Now, this image here isn't the damage from last night's strike. This is from the end of March or early April. This is about 100 kilometers from the border, as you can see here. The 448 were originally equipped with Tochkas, which have since been replaced by Iskanders. Now, it did seem a bit as a surprise to me initially that Russia would have deployed Iskanders here, quite close to the border, as they have a max range of 500 kilometers, so they would be able to hit Sumy from further afield. However, these don't just hit Sumy, these are being used against Kiev, for example, so would need to be deployed close to the border at around this range in order to hit Kiev. So it is certainly very possible that Iskanders were here. It is mentioned as being a deployment point, so I bet they were. So an interesting one here. Not the first time that Ukraine has gotten revenge for war crimes. I remember last year, I think it was, that a Tu-22M pilot who hit civilians accidentally had a hammer fall on top of his head whilst in the woods near his base. That's just one more example of Ukraine getting revenge. Now, I'm going to play a video from a Ukrainian soldier who we've done a fundraiser for in the past, Dmitro, who's raising money for a quad bike for drone operators. His PayPal is in the description. Thanks so much, and take care, everybody.
We are a team of drones pilots of 33rd Engineering and Sapering Battalion. We lost our quad bike 2 days ago in a mission. We are asking for you to help us to buy new quad bike because we need to get soldiers, batteries and drones into position. We defend Ukraine and Europe from Russian occupiers. Thank you for your support. Every cent is important for us. Glory to Ukraine!
Героям слава!